You are listening to Single Smart Female.
This is Jen,
And Jen.
letting it all hang out for your love life.
Examining your dating experiences and answering your hot topic dating questions.
Just you and us. Jen squared. No topic is off limits and no filters involved.
We are here to help you do dating on your terms.
If you have a question you would like us to answer or would like to immediately upgrade your love life with our collection of classes and exclusive merchandise, meet us over now at singlesmartfemale.com. Hello, single smart females. It's the Jens, your romantic fairy godmamas, here to your cues. Yep, it is single smart female listener question day. And if I'm not mistaken, hi Jen, by the way.
Hi, Jen.
Jen has a question to read for us from an incredible single smart female. Do you?
I do.
Okay, let's go.
All right. Dear Jens, okay, I have just one question. So I am recently divorced after 10 years of marriage and 20 years together, and I just turned 37. Yes, that means I was with one guy and one guy only since 17. I've been reading books asking for advice on how to date. I've never really dated, we were just together. And listening to podcasts, and I keep hearing the same advice over and over, and I just can't. My question is, why do women get the advice that we should not be shallow, give guys a chance who we are not attracted to? We should not have height or good looks on our wish list, but in the same breath, we hear that a man who doesn't find you attractive won't chase. What the hell? I understand that men are visual and that's okay, but why can't I not have the same advice? It should be just fine for me to reject a guy who I don't find attractive. I feel that this idea is unspoken or just not talked about. What do you honestly think? Thank you, miss. Please don't hate me for wanting to be madly attracted to someone.
Wow, Jen, this one is A, a fantastic question, and B, I have a feeling you have lots of feelings about.
I do have a lot of feelings about it.
Okay.
Do you want to hear them?
Yes. Are you cool if I say a few things first?
I would love for you to.
All right. Here it goes. Miss, please don't hate me for wanting to be madly attracted to someone. I would never hate you for wanting to be madly attracted to someone. That's ridiculous. I'm not that kind of person. I am sitting here going through all these different pieces of it, and I was like, wow, is she getting this information? Is that what she's hearing us say? Because I do have very specific thoughts about chemistry, but I want to make it very clear, ladies out there. I don't care who tells you what about men. Men end up with you because of the way they feel when they're with you, not that they're only going to chase you if they find you visually attractive. Okay, attraction, even for men, it might initially start as visual, but I was talking to Jen about this the other day. Funny story. Jen at one point said that she was the beautiful one on this podcast.
Oh, gosh.
So she was apologizing to me recently.
I will be haunted for life.
and then I turned and said to her, honestly, I couldn't care less if you feel that way, because it doesn't affect my opinion of myself. Nothing against you. I just made a realization over the years that has helped me significantly with my self-esteem, that men, some of them will be initially extremely attracted to him. Some of them think that I'm insanely hot, but there are also a good slew of men that when they spend time with me, they may not find me visually attractive at the beginning. But if they spend any amount of time with me, I can guarantee you they become attracted to me at some level, if not fall for me pretty hard. And that's just the way it is. Men, it's the way they feel when they are around you. So I want to make it very clear that these people that you hear all this information from about men have to be attracted to you to chase you, that's bullshit. That's complete bullshit. Yes, there's a level of attraction, but attraction is not exclusively based on visual components, especially for men. In fact, I even personally believe that men are more inclusive about visual attractiveness than women are. I think we are actually a lot pickier when it comes to visual attraction than men.
Yes, I agree, Jen. In fact, I just want to speak about one of my own personal experiences, because when I was in my early 20s, I dated a lot of guys that I really didn't find attractive. And then at some point I became irritated and said, no, I want to be attracted to these guys. I want to have that connection and to feel like this burning lust for them, right? So a few years ago, I met a man and I was insanely attracted to him.
Is this R, by the way?
No.
Okay.
Actually, I was never attracted to him.
Oh.
I thought he wasn't that cute. But no, this was a boyfriend that I had about 2-3 years ago, and I thought he was crazy hot. And that lasted for a while. In fact, that probably carried our relationship for about 3 months. But eventually that wore off. And then I realized this isn't the right man for me. I don't respect things about him. I don't agree with the way he approached life. And that relationship quickly faded after that. So I think that being attracted to someone is important, but that is way more than physical. And really what eventually carries a relationship is how you feel, and you're mentally stimulated or you're emotionally stimulated. And that physical features aren't really what drives a relationship for a lifetime.
Yes, I'm very much on the same page with you as that. The thing that I have learned time and time again with women I work with, now what you will hear me say, Miss, please don't hate me for wanting to be madly attracted to someone. You're going to hear me say time and time again, you need to think outside of what you actually think is attractive visually. And I tell you this because it's happened to me enough times, and I've seen it happen with my women enough times to know that sometimes the thing that we're going to be most madly attracted to doesn't show up physically at first the way that we thought it would. In fact, my husband, who I'm very attracted to now, when I first saw him, I didn't find him attractive whatsoever. I was actually quite irritated that he was hitting on me at the time. The man that I had met before that, who I was actually, when I met my husband, still a little obsessed with, he physically, nobody would have said he was attractive. Nobody. He just was not an attractive guy. But he mentally and even physically stimulated me in a way that I was legitimately obsessed with him. I was, what those feelings you're talking about for wanting to be madly attracted to somebody, I had all of those feelings. And the reason I encourage all of you women to explore this is because this is so much bigger than initial physical attraction. You can go out on a first date with somebody and not be attracted to them at all, but you end up spending more time with them because of the way they make you feel. You become insanely attracted to you. And understanding that, so for instance, there were people, for instance, my ex-husband, understanding that attraction is malleable, chemistry is malleable. With my ex-husband, I remember times I found him incredibly attractive. And then there were times when we were fighting a lot and things were really off that I found him disgusting, physically repulsive.
Oh, that happens. I know what you're talking about.
So understanding that attraction is malleable is going to be a very powerful component to your dating life. Now, the great thing is that you just turned 37 and you've been with one guy and you get to date now. This is an incredible opportunity for you to explore this chemistry and learn about yourself and learn about different types of turn on. Ladies, remember, all ladies need to remember, our looks change as we get older. So if you're basing initial attraction on a physical component, at some point that is going to change. And if you haven't learned to be attracted to other types of components, you're going to have a really hard time with maintaining long-term chemistry. That's just a fact. Mm-hmm. So that's why women are being encouraged to look outside of that. I don't listen to what other dating people say. Every once in a while, I'll come across something that pisses me off, which happens quite frequently because I don't like what my industry does. I don't like what my industry is teaching women. I feel like this idea is unspoken or just not talked about. I don't really hear the men are just going to pursue based on attractiveness because I just don't listen.
Right.
So I don't know what's actually being said. I know there's a lot of focus out there about what men want, what men need. And the reason why there's so much of that out there is because women buy it. They put their hard-earned money down and pay people to teach them this information. And so people keep supplying this information. And I'm going to tell you right now, I think studying dating and romance is awesome. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But I don't think you should be crowdsourcing it. Pick somebody that you like to study with and stick with that person. If it's me, fantastic. If you don't think I've got everything you need, go to someone else. But you don't need to be crowdsourcing because specifically from me and from other people, you're going to hear two different things. And that shit's going to play in your head and it's going to fuck with your ability to date. So you need to stick with one person, and then you don't need to be studying dating all the time. You don't need to be studying men all the time. You're the important piece, okay? Studying some of it, I think, is fantastic. It can be so much fun. But if you're spending all this time reading books and podcasts and all this time and not actually dating and having a good time and enjoying your love life, you're fucking screwed romantically. You might get somebody for a while, but then you're going to find this need to keep studying, and then it's all about men again. And it's never really about you.
Right. And Jen, yeah, that's a perfect point there, that a lot of the advice out there is about what does the men want? How do you get the man? How do you turn him on? How do you land the guy you want? And really, you don't need to worry about that. Worry about what you want. And I know that you are worried about what you want. You want to be attracted to the guy that you end up dating. But I want to just tell you, miss, please don't hate me for wanting to be madly attracted to someone, that I'm excited for you. You're 37. You've only dated one guy. Oh my gosh, the world is your oyster right now. You have so many opportunities out there. You don't even know the amazing men that you're going to meet that are going to dazzle you, and they're going to want to just sweep you off your feet and surprise you. And I'm just so excited for your future. And if you limit that just because of your physical attractiveness to them, you might be missing out on some amazing adventures.
I really agree with that, Jen. And the only piece I'm going to add to that is, instead of spending all this time, I mean, I want you to listen to our podcast. I'm not going to lie. But I don't think you need to spend an incessant amount of time listening to everybody's advice on anything. Pick one that's working for you really well, that you really enjoy, that feels right to you. Stick with that. Study what you want to study. But more importantly, get out there and do all the things and the experiences that you didn't do while you were married. Be the most incredible, insane, awesome, quirky, geeky version of yourself that you've ever been. And at some point, if you want to actually study dating, go to somebody, again, that you resonate with and study just with them. Don't study with everybody else. And if that happens to be us, we're totally cool with that as well. Okay, Lover Girl, it's time for the final thought on today's show.
If you want to be madly attracted to someone over a lifetime, start by dating men who are different from all the unsuccessful previous attempts. This show is brought to you by Irresistibility, expert help for women with online dating. Are you experiencing inbox crickets or real-life crazies? It's not you, it's your online dating profile. Let us help you do online dating that leads to real-life love and romance. Go to helpmeonlinedate.com and we will send you the first 2 video chapters of our program for free.
Hey, Lover Girl, this is Jen again. Don't forget to subscribe to the show in your favorite podcast app, as well as share Single Smart Female with all of your single smart girlfriends. And if you would like to play around and learn more about Mantourage dating, come see me at singlesmartfemale.com. Talk to you next time.